Hello there, and welcome back, everyone. I'm Darryl.
And I'm Katie, and we are the Serial Nerds Podcast.
And this week, we're going to be talking about everybody's favourite fantasy saga, Twilight. And also, believe me, the abduction of Lisa McVay and Bo Burnham's new Netflix special, Inside.
Yeah, I've never seen Twilight.
Yes.
I saw the first movie when it came out because I was just curious, and I didn't like it, so I was like, I'm not watching the rest of them. I'm not wasting my life doing that. And then this week I was like, Darryl, I think we should watch Twilight.
It was terrible. It was genuinely
Yeah, I'm
terrible.
so glad I didn't waste my life watching that.
Like, my dad loves Twilight. My dad's strangely obsessed with Twilight. And so every time it's on, we watched it. I went on a date to go see Twilight. So I have bad...
Ew.
Yeah, I know. Someone dated me. Ugh.
Ew.
Ew, yucky. And go to show how bad the movie was, we actually watched it. But yeah, like I've seen all the Twilight movies. I'm not embarrassed to say that. I'm ashamed to say it, not embarrassed. But watching them with Katie and seeing her reactions to the ridiculousness of those movies is hilarious. Like, in some parts they're sparkly, in other parts they're not sparkly.
My only thing is, why was Jacob always there?
Why was he shirtless?
If they had a bad, like they didn't like each other, but Jacob was always there.
Jacob was in love with Bella.
I don't care. Like, if they have such a horrible relationship between vampires and werewolves, why would he be anywhere near them? Didn't matter who was there or anything.
Katie, I don't think you understand the message of the movies. Love conquers all.
Love conquers nothing.
Especially the love of a CGI baby.
Jesus, that CGI baby.
Watching the first one's nostalgia. The first one's iconic.
Oh, that's when Jacob finds love.
Yeah, and bad wigs. But the first one is iconic with like the soundtrack, with like it came out and there was a massive buzz about it because like finally it's a girl fantasy movie. Does that make sense?
No, because I didn't like it. So I don't think it's a
You're not
girl's
target audience.
Fantasy. Yeah, but it's not a girl's fantasy. It's just a fantasy.
Well, it was targeted towards girls.
Yeah, but it wasn't because, as you said, your dad likes it.
Yeah, but my dad's a big girl.
You liked it.
I'm a big girl.
Well, I must be a boy then because I did not like it.
I had the long hair to prove it.
I did not like it. And
Now,
I was so glad I didn't waste my teenage years fantasizing about those two because
I was Team
ridiculous.
Jacob and I still stand on Team Jacob till this day.
I used to be Team Jacob because it used to annoy the girls in school. They're like, oh my God, what do you mean? I'm like, oh, Team Jacob all the way.
She didn't know what you didn't know what it meant, but you were still Team
Jacob.
Yeah. Just to fucking piss off.
Just to annoy people.
All the Team Jedwards. It's like the bit where like there's some fucking iconic moments in the first movie though. Like when
that running.
Or where she first walks into the classroom and Edward sees her. It's almost like oh my God. It's like she smells it like, can we just talk about Kristen Stewart's acting?
No, she's terrible. How she did any movies after this was unbelievable.
You nicknamed my daughter after Loch Ness Monster. Hey, you didn't think that line was real.
He said to me before we watched the movie, and I was like, oh, that's obviously a meme or something, a Reddit thing going on. That cannot be a line in the movie.
That was a line in the movie.
It was there. And it was disgusting.
And then then Rami Malek, they wrote Rami Malek into was it the fourth
one?
Was
this not one of his first kind of movies?
I think it was. Because like he had Night at the Museum, I think, under his belt. At the time of doing this, because he was the pharaoh in Night at the Museum.
Yeah,
but I don't know if this
but I don't know which one came first.
I'm looking it up now. Let's look. So Rami Malek. Like, that being said though, like,
but everybody's acting in Twilight was terrible.
Especially
Kristen
Stewart was bad, and so were the brothers, the two vampire brothers, the two bros, the two fucking
doing the wedding night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The bachelor.
we're gonna go out and do. Okay,
Okay, let's have a look. So he was in Night at the Museum before he was in Twilight.
Okay, all
Yeah,
right.
I'm just having to look him up. 2006, he was in the original Night at the Museum.
Yeah.
2009, he was in the second one.
Oh,
And then he was in the TV show The Pacific, which is like the Band of Brothers movie.
okay.
And then he was in Twilight in 2012.
Did
He
that
was in
come out in
Breaking Dawn
2012?
Part 2. Huh?
Did that come out in 2012?
2012.
I was
Nearly
18
10 years
and
ago.
all the girls were talking about that. That's disgusting.
Yeah. And then he was in loads of other stuff. Then he did a small movie called Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yeah. Only
And like
small.
a tiny TV series called Mr. Robot.
Nobody knows what that is.
It's still a TV show that I watch. He's very good. And he's
Nah, nobody knows what that is.
everybody knows what Mr. Robot is. It's on Amazon. Well, looks like we're watching Mr. Robot.
No.
But yeah, like the Twilight Saga is the piss de resistance. It is cream of the crop of.
I'm just
shit.
delighted that 50 Shades came out of it.
Yeah, 50 Shades is the Twilight fanfic. So she wrote 50 Shades with the characters. It's not Stephanie Meyer who. Stephanie Meyer wrote Twilight. Who wrote
Yeah.
50 Shades? Or Stein. No, that's Goosebumps.
No, something great. Not great.
Or L. James or something like that, wasn't it?
Something like that.
I'm looking up. But yeah, Twilight was the precursor for 50 Shades of Grey.
Yeah, I just like 50 Shades, so I'm just happy that it came out of that.
Filth. It's pure filth. E.L. James.
E.L. James.
Yes.
Yeah.
But you can see similarities with the two. Between,
You can. Like, you can see
like
the
they're
way
both
that Edward
shit.
doesn't want to touch Bella is like Christian Grey not wanting to touch Anna.
And then the werewolves in 50 Shades of Grey are like the werewolves from Twilight.
No, the werewolves in
Will
50
be like
Shades
the
of Grey
junkie guy.
is her boss.
The,
Anna's boss that tries to sexually assault her.
no, he'd be the bad vampires.
Oh.
The Volturi.
Oh, is her friend then?
When I said vampire mafia decay about the Volturi.
I didn't know what was going on.
It's like, yeah, vampire mafia. It's like, what? Yeah, it's like
And
the
then I seen
Illuminati
them
for
and I
vampires.
was like, oh yeah, that's the mafia.
It's like the Illuminati for vampires. And the guys acting Michael Sheen. God damn, I'll never respect you again, Michael Sheen, you bastard. the main bad guy from the Volturi. The fellow who laughs funny.
Who's that?
Michael Sheen. He's a Welsh actor.
Oh, I didn't know.
He's in loads of shit.
I probably know him from something.
I'm going to get what he's in for you now. Just to... Oh, the dad from the Twilight. The fucking dad.
No, Charlie.
Bella, I've been drinking.
He doesn't get an awful lot of lines.
He does not, but every second he's on the screen is fucking magic. When he's cleaning the gun and he's like, Dad, I want you to meet my boyfriend. He's like, all right, bring him in.
The gun sitting on the table.
I don't think you'd recognise Michael Sheen from anything, to be honest.
No, I don't think so.
He's in Twilight.
Yeah.
He's in Doctor Who.
Yeah.
He's in Tron Legacy.
No, I never seen him.
He was in Tinkerbell and the Great Fairy Rescue.
Was he a voice?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
He plays Dr. Griffiths.
Oh, my God.
I know, right? He voices the White Rabbit in Alice in Wonderland.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's also in Twilight.
Nice.
He was in the movie The Damned United, which is meant to be very good. I've never saw it. He was in Blood Diamond with Leo.
Who was he?
In Blood Diamond, he was Rupert Simmons. I think he was like a contact or something.
Oh, okay.
That's another good movie. He was also Tony Blair in The Queen with Helen Mirren.
I never seen it.
Yeah, it's not worth it.
Yeah. Well, she won an Oscar for it, so.
Yeah, it's Helen Mirren.
Yeah, she's just good at everything.
She might win an Oscar for fucking Shazam. She might.
I hope she does.
But like Twilight is just, it's an amazing
It's not worth the watch.
It totally is. Just to say you've watched it.
No.
Just to say you've watched that garbage.
No. As someone who didn't like it when I was younger, I don't like it now. And I kind of feel like I wasted a week watching it.
You did. You definitely did.
Yeah. Like I could have watched all of Friends in that time.
You fucking could have. That's a scary thing, isn't it?
Yeah. I could have watched all of Criminal Minds in that time.
Even with problematic Gideon.
Yeah.
I heard he was meant to be terrible.
He's the best.
Yeah, but I heard he was meant to be like terrible to deal with on the set.
Oh, probably, but
Yeah, like he locked himself in his trailer and he was late in all the shoots and all, and they had to change days.
yeah.
But that's just hearsay, Hollywood hearsay. That's all I.
Yeah.
That's
There's a lot of actresses that are like that, but they still work at the business, like.
True. But to think now that Edward Cullen is going to be Bruce Wayne, it's beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
It's
I
full
hope he
circle.
runs as fast as that.
I hope Bruce Wayne drives a Volvo.
Yeah. It must have been sponsored by Volvo.
No, apparently in the book, she keeps making mention of his Volvo.
Oh, it's vulva?
Don't make it weird. I was going to say that, and I didn't want to make it weird, and you made it weird.
It's vulva.
Is Volvo.
I keep thinking
Look, my
it's a
God,
Volvo.
look at Edward's Volvo.
She just misprinted it.
That's where 50 Shades came from.
Hey.
And then he entered the vulva.
Oh.
Is that how it works?
No.
I should know this. I have a baby. But then what happens? So, boy falls in love. Vampire, 109-year-old vampire falls in love with 16-year-old girl. Father doesn't find it weird. Family doesn't find it weird. Police should investigate.
He's not.
He's 109 years old, Kay.
Yeah, but they don't know that.
He knows it.
Yeah, well, that's
And
the
he
problem.
still went after a 16-year-old girl.
There you go. Don't start bringing her dad into it and all because he doesn't know.
Are those graduation caps?
I think it's fun. Shut up.
Red flags. That man was drunk the whole wedding. That
Yeah.
man was locked. Do you know if the bridesmaids have red eyes?
Why do they all look like they're malnourished?
Why do they all look related? Oh, because it's family. Never mind, ignore me. But then I love is it the last movie? The second last movie is where they get married, right?
I think so.
Because in the second last movie, they introduce all these new characters, all these new relatives, all these new.
Oh yeah, the people that are coming to help them.
Like even at the wedding, you get like introduced to all these Italian relatives and these relatives that live up in Alaska, and it's like, oh great, new characters. With like,
We learn nothing about. We don't get to learn anything about them.
We learn a little bit.
A little bit, but not enough to bring them all in. Like
I love the way that the Edward's sister, the one who hates Bella but grows to love her,
Rose, yeah.
Rose, gets a backstory. Jasper gets a backstory because he was in the Civil War as a vampire on battle scars.
Yeah.
But the other two don't.
I really want to know Emmett's.
Emmett's the monkey man, right?
The big, huge lad, yeah.
Okay.
I wanted to know what his was because Rose talked about hers and said that she turned Emmett.
Yeah.
So I want to know what was happening when she found him.
Why he got turned.
Why she chose him.
Jeez, Emmett's in the Expendables 3. So I just have to look it up. He's known for all the Twilight movies, but Expendables 3 popped up.
And then Alice is the one that found Jasper.
Yes.
When he was part of this
murder cult.
Cult, yeah.
Murder cult.
Yeah. So I want to know, where was she before that?
Yeah. What's Alice's and Emmett's backstory? Because we get nothing for those two, and Alice.
And
turns
Rose's
out to be
one wasn't even that good.
Jasper's was great.
Jasper's was good. Rose's wasn't.
I thought it was funny watching her burst through the door in the wedding dress.
Yeah. I was a bit extravagant back then.
For a person that says she didn't enjoy it, you seem to be enjoying it.
No, she didn't say that she did. She said she enjoyed that because it was vengeance.
Yeah.
So she's Robert Pattinson.
I'm also have to find out the guy who played Emmett was also in the Annoying Orange movie.
Oh, God.
Oh, Jesus. 2013. Ugh.
Just after Twilight ended.
Just after Twilight. Needed that money.
Another gig.
He needed that money. Like, I don't think any of his movies go over a 7. Nope, none of his movies go over a 7.
Over a 7 what?
Rating, 7 out of 10.
Oh, yeah. Well.
Like, he's in this one called 7 Guardians of the Tomb that looks a lot like Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh, yeah.
And it has a 4.5.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
What did Twilight get in Rotten Tomatoes?
Rotten Tomatoes. Twilight. OG Twilight?
Yeah.
Let's have a look. I have it here in front of me. OG Twilight got... I don't want to see Eclipse. I want to see the original. Back in 2006. 7 we said, wasn't it? That's it. Here it is. On IMDb, it has a rating of 5.2 out of 10.
On Rotten Tomatoes, it has a 47% on audience score and 49% on
So it's pretty close. I'm after finding someone's review that says 10 out of 10, guilty pleasure. If I saw this movie now for the first time, I know I will probably hate it. But the 11-year-old in me was so in love struck by it. Honestly, no movie these days makes me this happy anymore. Also, I think this one, the first one, is so much more cinematically pleasing. I enjoy this dark blue, rainy vibe and shaky camera a lot. This movie is my guilty pleasure. 10 out of 10 for nostalgia.
God.
But now, being said, the soundtrack for Twilight is unreal.
I didn't like it.
You didn't. It's full of Paramore and Muse.
Yeah, I didn't like it.
Oh, it's baller.
That's not my kind of thing.
Baseball scene where supermassive black hole starts playing. Oh,
Yeah, I didn't know what that was.
oh my god, Jesus Christ. It's yeah. So if you're looking for something to watch,
If you want to give it a go and see if you like it,
see
yeah,
what all the
because
negative hype is about.
that's what I was doing.
Okay, I literally was it one night? Was it one night or one? Was I off work or was it one night where you just said let's watch Twilight and I was like
I think I saw a clip of it on TikTok,
yeah.
and I was like, I want to watch that. I was like, I want to watch it just to see if it's any good, because I've seen the first one, and the whole way through it, I was eye rolling because I was trying to be an edgy teenager, and I didn't like Twilight, so I'm not even going to enjoy this movie. And then I was like, I might as well just watch the other ones and see what they were about. But
Yeah.
I wasted my time.
But he doesn't have a bed because he doesn't sleep.
But then he bought a bed.
Because he doesn't sleep.
He bought a bed for when they moved into their house.
Because to sleep in. To sleep. Those audio listeners will know I am winking. To sleep.
But did the rest of the family have beds then?
We don't know. Carlisle. I'm sorry, this movie had the stupidest fucking names.
Yeah, they were Victorian names.
Oh, Carlisle. If you're shopping for your car in a supermarket, where'd you go? The car aisle. So, if you're looking for something to watch, I'd recommend watching, believe me, The Abduction of Lisa McVay.
I wouldn't.
Oh, you wouldn't?
No.
Was it unpleasant?
Traumatizing.
Trauma. I thought it was bad. Like, it's worse than Twilight?
No.
Okay.
It's traumatizing. Like, if you're ready for a cry and then to feel absolute horror and your stomach just to feel sick for about 20 minutes of the movie, then watch it.
So, I actually didn't get a chance to watch it. I think I was
You were in college.
I was doing college work. So
Yeah.
I'm going to pass over to Kay and she's going to explain. You're going to explain just the premise and how you felt about it and what you thought about it.
Yeah.
And if I have any questions, I'll jump in.
Yeah. So it was about the abduction of Lisa McVay. And at the start, you see, she works in a donut shop. She's only 16 or 17. And so she's cycling home one day. The first time you see her cycling home, there's a car sitting on the side of the road. And you're like, oh, what's going on? And then you get a flashback of her lying in bed and somebody coming in, leaning over her and unbuckling her belt.
Oh.
So automatically go straight to, oh, she's either been molested or this is after the attack,
Okay.
the abduction. And you just you don't know where you are there. And then it goes back to the next day. She goes back to work. But before she goes to work, her sister rings her and they're talking. And she lives with her granny and her sister lives with their mum.
Yeah.
And then you see the granny's boyfriend going over to her before she goes to work and puts his hand on her and is like, you're getting paid today, yeah? Make sure you bring back that money to me. That's a good girl. And as soon as you hear that word, you're like, oh, don't like him.
Should we throw a trigger warning out here just in case?
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
That's why I said it's traumatizing at the start. Because it isn't a nice movie to watch. It's not a nice thing to be like, oh, yeah, I'll just sit down and watch this. This is emotional and, triggering. So if you don't like that kind of stuff, I would not recommend this movie at all. Because it is for true crime lovers that want to know the story. But at the same time, you have to have a strong stomach.
Yes. From the bits I walked in and out and I saw bits of it, it was heart-wrenching to watch the bits that are on the screen. Post kidnapping and pre-kidnapping of this young girl, Lisa McVay. Just after reading that, the guy who plays the man who kidnapped her, Bobby Joe Long, is the son of Donald Sutherland.
What?
I'm just had to find that out. He's also the half brother of Kiefer Sutherland. Again, in the bits that I saw, the acting was amazing.
Yeah.
Katie Douglas, the girl who plays Lisa McVay,
Oh my God,
was
amazing.
stellar. She is tiny.
Yeah, I thought he was just really tall.
Yeah, like she
And then I
is.
saw her.
Oh,
Sorry.
sorry, that'll be edited out.
The bits that I seen her with someone else, like she was talking to, even
The
like
detective
lying on
guy.
a sofa. She looked tiny, and I was like, "Oh my god, how tall is this girl?"
Yeah, like it's based on a true story, correct?
It is, yeah. It's from Canada.
Okay.
A girl from Canada that got kidnapped.
Yeah, like I'm just looking to the case here now, and what this girl went through was fucking traumatizing. Like you were saying, like with her grandmother's
Oh,
boyfriend.
sorry, it was in Florida.
Was in Florida.
Yeah, sorry.
No worries.
The girl that played her is from Canada.
Ah, Katie Douglas.
That's where I'm getting mixed up.
But like the bit you told me with like her grandmother's boyfriend sexually assaulting her, and the grandma just letting it happen.
No, the grandma made
Didn't-
her come to live in the house to be the
Oh.
boyfriend's.
Oh, okay. Like I said, I
Yeah.
saw it briefly. You were watching it throughout, so I'm just.
Yeah, like the granny's saying, like, you don't say anything about anything that happens in this house, and you will do this, and you will, so you can keep a roof over your head. Like, it was so messed up. And then she rang the mom and was telling the mom what the granny was letting the boyfriend do, and the mom's like, you think you're special? You think nobody else is going through this? So, you know, the mom's been going through this since
Yeah.
she was younger, and that's just how it was in that house, which is heart-wrenching.
It was like it was a tough watch. Like I like usually. I usually think it's like a movie. I know it's like a movie, so it doesn't affect me that much. But with this one, like with the acting from everybody in it, like the detective, the Rousseff Sutherland, and Katie Douglas. Rousseff Sutherland being the man who kidnapped her. It was just the acting was so on point. I felt like I was watching a first-hand account.
Yeah. Like, and it's not even that. Like, this girl is 17 years of age.
Yeah.
And she had all the tricks of how to get this man caught.
Oh yeah.
Like, putting her fingerprints in places where you wouldn't wipe clean. Or you wouldn't, like, a man wouldn't think of. Like, wiping down the mirror or wiping down underneath the toilet bowl. And then getting a hair clip out of her hair with hair on it and putting it underneath the bed. Like, amazing.
And recognizing his shoes, I remember that bit.
Yeah.
Where
Like,
she remembered the kangaroo in her shoes.
how would you even think of that while you were going through that?
She was to be honest, everything against her. She was a smart girl. She unbelievably crafty in ways she could eventually get this man caught.
Yeah.
Like that bathroom scene where she's touching everything. She's touching every spot, like underneath the sink. She's touching underneath the toilet. She's touching the mirror.
Yeah.
It's just unbelievable to think that like those are spots you'd never think to clean. Well, I wouldn't. Like you said,
Yeah.
most men wouldn't. But it was astounding that this is the first thought to come to our mind. Like not like
Yeah.
I need to find a way out. It's like I need to find a way to get him caught.
Yeah.
Which
But as a sexual assault survivor, she's not going to get that shock that every other girl has because
Yeah.
she's survived so long with this happening at home that it's, I hate to say this, but it's like second nature to her.
it's
So,
forced
like, while
second
she's
nature.
getting
It's not that
sexual
she
assault-
wanted to remember it. It's not that she
No,
wanted.
no.
Yeah.
But like it's not an awful shock to her body because it happens a lot to her,
Yes.
unfortunately. And then she knows that once if she plays her cards right, she will get out of this scot-free. Like, she will not die like all the rest of the women did. So she wants to pin him and make sure that they catch him so it does not happen to anybody else.
Yes, like it wouldn't because they caught the guy and he was executed by a lethal injection in 2019.
Wow, was he?
Yeah, it says it here. Bobby Joe Long was eventually executed in prison by a lethal injection in 2019.
Shit, I didn't know they were still doing it.
Yeah, but like with most movies like of this kind, like you normally see the person survive, the person caught, and then they go on living their lives, a normal life. But this Lisa McVay went on to become a sheriff's deputy.
Oh, I know, and dealing with sex crime.
Yeah, she specialised in
Oh.
sex crime and protecting young
It
people.
made me cry.
It did. I walked in and the movie was finishing and I just saw Katie sitting on the couch crying. Like, you okay? And I goes, she became a detective.
Yeah. And that man, like, that detective was the only one that believed her.
Yeah.
The rest of them, like, oh, her granny says that she's just looking for attention and this, and we don't know if it's true, and she's very calm for someone that's after going through this. That should have been your first thing that you acknowledged, is she's very calm for this. Maybe there's something else going on. in the household or in her life that's making her very calm while this is happening.
And just for reference, the detective's name was Detective Larry Pinkerton, played by David James Elliott. He's a very good actor in that. Although, again, I saw him in passing, but the bit I did see at the end was very good.
No, it was very good.
Like, he
And, like, that's what, like, you'd never think of this, but when he asked her name, she gave him a wrong name. She also told him that she was 20 so that he wouldn't kill her, because if she's a minor, he's going to kill her.
Yeah.
Because that's twice, you're a molester now.
Yeah, and then when
And
the
you
news...
go to prison, you're going to get bet because they know you touched an underage child.
Yeah. But when, like, there's a scene in the movie where the news is breaking that the 17-year-old girl was missing in a certain area, and he was freaking out because he thought, is that her? Is that her? You said you were 20.
Well, they didn't say that she was not a 17. They said teen girl.
Yeah, they said, like,
So
there's
she
a
said,
teen
"Oh
girl.
no, my birthday's next week. I'm 20."
Yeah.
So that's like she's not 19. She's 20. Where they just said teen, so that saved her. That helped her. If they had said 17-year-old girl, he would have killed her.
Yeah, he would have. Yeah, because that would have been a lot worse if he was caught after having done what he did with her and discovered that she was a minor.
Yeah.
Like I said, after reading about it now and your recollection of it, it's such a heavy watch.
Yeah, definitely.
It's not like a popcorn movie where you sit down, bang it on, and you feel happy after. Well, there is that happy bit at the end where she is.
Yeah, this one you get a little bit of a happy.
Yeah, where she
every
comes out that
after.
she's the deputy sergeant in the sex
Yeah.
crimes division, and she's helping protect young people in situations exactly like what happened to her.
Yeah.
But the build up to that was just heartbreaking.
Yeah, it's a hard watch. It's a hard thing to just sit
Yeah.
there, especially if you don't enjoy true crime or anything like that. Like, I enjoyed watching it because I like to see stuff like this
You do.
to remind myself that this is going on in the world.
Yes. Where was this? This was based in the 80s. 80s, okay.
I think.
Yeah, because it says here November 16th, 1984, he was arrested.
Yeah.
So it's the 80s. So it's 84. Some crazy shit happened in the 80s.
No stranger danger back then.
There was. That was Reagan, man. Reagan was trying at 80s.
No.
Just say no and say no to drugs and...
Yeah, no. But stranger danger was the 90s.
True. That's when that young boy went missing in... Was it Scotland where some man just abducted him straight out of the shopping centre?
The two kids.
No, there was
The
Jamie
little
something.
boy that got taken by the two boys.
No. There's a different one. It was I think it was Jamie something.
Yeah,
Where-
that's the one with the two little boys.
No. There was a different one where this boy was in the shops with his parents, and this man walked over and just grabbed his hand and he walked out with him.
I don't know that one, but the one that sounds an awful lot like that is two younger boys take this boy called Jamie, take his hand and walk out of the place and beat him severely on the train tracks.
Oh, okay. So I'm talking about James Bulger or Jamie Bulger. He was James Bulger being abducted by Thompson. So this guy literally walked in and oh no, that's the same one. Yeah, you're right. Sorry. Yeah, I thought it was a different case. Yeah, it is the correct
Yeah.
one. Yeah, it was the two boys that one of them walked in, took him, and they bet him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a tough story as well. That made every parent in the 90s nearly hold on to their child throughout their duration of a time in a shopping centre.
No, there was a lot more than that as well.
I know, but it introduced loads of stuff with
Yeah,
parents.
that was a hard one for the kids because like you have to teach your child don't go with other kids either.
Yes.
Because sometimes you're like, oh, they're just two kids, they're just playing, it's grand. But then after that case, it was like, no, don't let your kids near anybody.
Yeah, if you don't recognize, like that's like when the stuff outside schools happen where you have to be a parent or guardian or someone who's been signed as a parent or as a designated
As
person.
someone that can collect you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's where that kind of stuff happened. Because I'm sure before then it was just the kids got let out and whoever was there was there.
Yeah, well, when I was in school, we never had that.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Before us,
Yeah.
that's I'm sure. I'm not 100% sure if that was true, but that's what it sounded like. But like the fact that this was a made-for-TV movie as well is ridiculous. Like it looks like a big budget movie, feels like one.
Yeah, but most of them always do because it was the 80s. So you can have shoddy camera work and you're like, oh, it's the
Hey,
80s.
that wasn't shoddy camera. That was 4K.
No, but you know what I mean? Like, it's with the hazy orange hue
Yeah.
of the camera, you're like, oh yeah, 80s.
And all the bad mustaches.
Yeah.
But like I've said
And the
before,
waterbed.
huh?
And the waterbed.
Oh, don't. That waterbed made me so uncomfortable. I hate waterbeds.
That made you uncomfortable.
Yeah, waterbed made. I didn't watch the movie, okay? But waterbeds. But I'm sure if I watched it from the get go, the waterbed would be the least of my troubles.
Yeah.
Yeah, but from your description of it the day after watching it, like what that girl went through was harrowing. What that girl went through was harrowing. Like,
Yeah.
she not only was sexually assaulted by her grandmother's boyfriend, and her mother and grandmother knew about it, didn't care. She was abducted and sexually assaulted by a stranger
Who didn't even know her.
who didn't even know her. She was just abducted at random.
But then we find out that he was also a serial killer,
Oh, Jesus Christ.
killing loads of women around the town, and they couldn't catch him for it.
But then Lisa
Then they caught him
McVay,
for it because of all of her evidence that
Yeah.
she left behind.
like, I'm sorry, Smart Girl again. I know I said it. It's Smart Girl. Like, with that, what she did. Like, she didn't know she was going to survive, and she still did it.
Yeah, it was unbelievable.
Yeah. Like, I wonder what kind of reviews it got. That's my question, because, like, we're giving it a rave review right now. We really enjoyed it. Well, you did. I'm enjoying what you told me about it.
Yeah.
But so it's believe me, because like no one believed her. Did her grandmother or something from like the trailer you showed me? Her grandmother just thought she ran away.
No, her grandmother told her that she was telling lies because she told her granny that she had been abducted
Yeah,
and sexually assaulted, and her granny was just like, "Oh, stop telling lies! You're just looking for attention." It's like, oh my god!
on IMDb at the moment, out of 4,453 reviews, it has a 7.1 out of 10.
Wow.
Yeah, I want to see what else Katie Douglas is in, the main girl. I want to see what else she's in, because I believe she should be in loads of stuff. She should definitely be picked up, because she was a very good actress in all of her scenes. Like, there wasn't
I
like
think
a
she's only
scene.
starting out now.
Apparently, she's been going since 2007.
Wow.
Yeah, she was on like a few small TV shows, a movie here and there. Nothing major, nothing like to show up on top 10 lists. She's in a few Netflix.
Yeah,
She's
but
in
she's
a
only
lot of
22.
Is she?
Yeah, so she's many years to go
I have to
now.
look up how tall. I'm sorry, I have to look up how tall she is.
4'11".
What?
4'11". That's my guess.
She's 5 foot dead.
Oh,
Yeah, jeez, that's tiny.
how tall were those other actors?
Probably fucking massive. Well, let's have a look at the kidnapper, Bobby Joe Long, the character's name. He is 6'5.25".
Gee, whack.
So he's nearly a foot and a half taller than her.
Jesus.
And where is the detective? There he is. What was he in? I recognize him from something.
I recognise him from something as well. I
Oh,
can't place him.
CSI
though.
New York.
No.
NCIS Los Angeles.
Oh, maybe.
I knew him. He was in Trumbo, Scorpion. He was in Mad Men.
Oh, yeah.
He was in CSI New York. Yeah, we already know that. Wow, he is in nothing.
Lifetime movies.
He was in Medium.
Maybe that's where I know him from.
For those who don't know, Katie and her ma are obsessed with Medium.
I wasn't obsessed with it. She was, and I just ended up watching most of them.
You were just in the room when I was on.
Yeah. That's how I got into Friends.
There's just back to the thing. There's actually no trivia about this movie except for on April 23rd, 2019, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis signed Bobby Joe Long's death warrant. This has been the first death warrant signed by DeSantis since he took office in 2019. Long's subsequent appeals were denied, and he was executed by lethal injection on May 23rd. He was pronounced dead at 6:55. He made no last statement.
Yeah, like I have not heard of someone being legally
Executed?
injected, getting the lethal injection in years.
Yeah, that's like think about 2 years ago.
Yeah,
2 years ago, a few weeks
that's
ago.
crazy.
Yeah, that's mental. But like most states have like got rid of it apparently.
Yeah, or they can't get somewhere to
do it.
supply
The lethal
the
injection.
lethal injection. They can't find places that are doing it.
Bring back the electric chair.
Stop.
Green Mile. That's
Bring
what we
back
need.
the hangings.
Jesus no. Jesus no.
All right,
That's
bring back the
inhumane.
guillotine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guillotine the rich.
Oh,
Let's go French Revolution on their asses.
yeah. 100%.
Speaking of French Revolution,
Oh,
Bo Burnham's Inside was released there recently. Because his hair and beard reminds me of Les Mis.
Okay.
No, just
No.
I'm bad at segues. I'm very bad at segues. I'm bad on segues. I'm bad doing segues. It's a weight problem. But yes, before we move on to Inside, like last thoughts on Believe Me, the abduction of Lisa McVay.
I think if you love true crime and you are not looking for something as gruesome, like so not a lot of blood and gore, this is a great movie.
Like would you describe it as like an emotional thriller?
No, I think I'd put it down as a documentary.
Okay.
Not that it's a documentary, but you know what I mean. Like you're
It's like
following.
it's like a feature length recreation.
Yes, and
Okay.
which I enjoy.
That's a bit morbid.
No, I like to hear the stories. Like it was
Yeah.
a great story. Like the nobody believed this girl.
Mm-hmm.
She found this one officer, like two women. They sent two women into that room to try and get that girl to confess that she was lying. And those two women did not believe her, even though she was on the sofa, curled up in a ball, telling them that she was sexually assaulted.
It's ridiculous.
And then they went to this thing. Oh, you're the best detective in the county. You go in and try and get her to confess that she's not telling the truth.
And then she goes in.
And then he's like, "Why do you think she's not telling the truth?" Oh, the story. She's too calm with this story.
Probably because she's been sexually assaulted nearly her whole life.
Yeah, like she has been groomed.
Sorry, her whole adult life.
Yeah, she's been groomed into this. Like, so she sees a window of opportunity to make herself, I don't know what the word is. But like she tries to make him feel better so that he feels affection towards her.
Yeah, so she almost tries to make him love her almost. Not love her, but like have feelings for her so he won't kill her because he'll feel bad about it.
Not even that, where he thinks he can trust her.
Yes.
Because she's telling him that her dad is
sick,
dying.
I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah. So then she says, "You have to let me go and let me help him because I see him as a good man like you." And as soon as she said that, I was like, oh my God. Like, this poor girl is probably having a heart attack thinking, oh my God, will you let me go? Will you let me go? And he let her go. And she ran like the wind. And he couldn't find her again because he was trying to find her to kill her. But she ran and hid that he couldn't find her.
Yeah.
Very good.
It is a horror
really enjoyed it.
And as dark as the story may sound or as dreary it sounds, there is the positive ending. Like, I know we went into full spoiler talk about it, but we didn't go into as much detail as the movie goes into. And it'll be worth the watch just to see that W at the end where she becomes the deputy sergeant.
Definitely.
Yeah, it's like she could have went the whole of the direction with this. She could have went into a downward spiral, but she took what was negative, that happened negatively in her life, and made it positive, and she's making sure that that never happens to another young person ever again.
What made her that positive person?
What?
Her auntie and her uncle
You
that
nearly
adopted her.
bawled when that bit happened.
Bald. Because the whole time, the only happy memories she has are with this aunt and uncle that had become estranged because the granny and the mum kind of pulled them away from the kids.
Yeah.
So they didn't know what was going on.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know whose auntie or whose side of the family. They must be on the dad's side of the family.
Must be.
Yeah, because I don't think a sister.
Oh, to stay the nanny and the Maori, and I doubted that.
No, but you know what I mean? Like, I don't think a sister could not know what was going on with their mother's partner.
Especially one that had such strong feelings towards the kids.
Yeah.
But from someone who's only heard about it from Katie and seen snippets of it, I'd highly recommend watching it. I might actually watch it myself once I get a free hour. Was it an hour and a half?
Yeah.
Yeah, so once I get a free hour and a half, I'm actually definitely going to check it out and watch it in full and see exactly what happened. But with Katie's recollection,
I'll watch it again.
Okay, watch it.
No bother.
Perfect. So I'll watch Twilight. We'll watch Twilight.
No.
We'll watch
Never watching that again in my life.
Speaking of never watching it again in your life, Bo Burnham's Inside was released on Netflix.
Don't do that.
Segway.
No, you fall off segways.
Oh, it's a weight issue. I have bad balance.
Bo Burnham's
Inside
is very good.
Wow.
I didn't know what to expect because I didn't watch a lot of his comedy specials
Yeah.
before this. And as soon as it came on, I was like, I'm going to like this.
Like,
Quirky, it's different, it's something that you're not going to see very often. I really enjoyed it.
like watching a special Make Happy and what? You see this pessimistic yet high energy young man on the stage running around making jokes about being depressed, jerking off, and all other shit. But watching this, it got real. Like, I don't know if he was acting in it because he's a very good actor. But that bit where he's trying to record was the bit he was saying, like, he's been recording for over a year now and he
Yeah, he
couldn't
thought it'd
finish
be
the
over.
sentence. He
Yeah,
got
you
really
could see him
frustrated
getting
with
really
himself.
annoyed and
Yeah, like you said, to believe me, the abduction of Lisa McVay was hard to watch. It was hard to watch someone I've seen be happy and do comedy do that.
yeah, but
Again, I
that
don't
just
know if he's
shows what
acting.
everybody's mindset
But I don't know
is
if he's
in
acting or
at
not
the
because he's
minute.
really good at doing that kind of stuff.
Because, like, why do you think that everybody being at home
Yeah.
is going to be so happy and so joyful? People haven't seen family in over a year, and it's just it's going to play with your emotions. So it's nice to see someone actually appreciate that and show their true emotions, because a lot of people will just slap a smile on their face, make the 5, 6, 7 songs, and then not do anything else about
Yeah.
it.
Like, this could have just been an hour and a half long set of him just sitting one camera in one spot playing many songs and having jokes in between. But the fact that he made every song a skit, every song has its own lighting, every song has its own camera angles, every song has its own story almost. Like, he relates a lot of his new stuff to the pandemic, like FaceTiming with his mum. Like, not a lot of people can see their mum face to face, but he's FaceTiming with his mum, and he makes it so fucking funny and relatable because it's like, my mum's covering her camera with her thumb. Like,
Yeah.
we all have parents who don't know about technology as much
Technology in what's the word?
as
Technology.
What
I can't think of the word. It's fine.
was it part of the song?
No.
Oh, technology and politics. But yeah, like with that song, and then the song "Shit," where he's like, "Wake up at 11:30, feeling like a piece of shit. All my clothes are dirty, smelling like a piece of shit." It just shows that, like, this
Bag of shit.
lockdown. What?
That's not bag of shit.
Oh yeah, it is. Yeah, but it just shows like this lockdown in the States, here, everywhere, is affecting everyone. Like, I'm sure he normally got up, he normally showered, he normally got up earlier than 11:30. But with this pandemic, everybody's body clock is just knocked off. Everyone's emotional clock is just out of loop. Like, I know myself, I'm out of the loop as well. I'm sure you are, Kay, as well.
No.
We have Paige, she's still on.
Yeah, I kind of
Yeah.
just go with Paige's schedule.
Which is one fucking speed. Go.
Yeah.
We're going to the park. We're going to the beach. I'll run out into the garden with no shoes on.
It's 9 a.m. I'm up. Let's go. Okay.
It's 8:30 in the morning. Mam. But yeah, like, hey, what was your favorite song from Inside?
Oh, I can't remember the name of it.
How's it go?
I can't remember.
You can't. Was it not? No, it wasn't the Problematic. It wasn't that one.
No.
Was it Hands Up? Get Your Hands Up?
No, that's your one.
That is my one.
Oh,
Was it the
the
Welcome
one
to the Internet?
just after the
Intermission?
intermission. Just after that.
I'm gonna have to look up. I'm gonna have to watch the special here really quickly. I've watched it 3 times so far.
No, I've watched it twice.
Intermission. Not White Woman's Instagram.
No.
Look Who's Inside Again. 30. All
Yeah.
my stupid friends are having stupid children. Where he's in his
Oh,
jocks.
welcome to the internet.
What? Welcome to the Internet?
Yeah.
I thought it was 30 when he's in his jocks.
Oh. Yeah, actually, yeah.
Yeah, I love his. Why does he have 2 songs dedicated to Jeff Bezos?
I don't know. It's funny.
Is it because how popular Amazon's becoming during the pandemic?
Do you know that his wife is giving away 256 million to 268 companies or something? So she's giving $1 million to each company.
Jesus, you're a former fucking company. We're talking about
that
Jeff
might be
Bezos.
wrong,
We're talking
actually.
about Jeff Bezos' ex-wife, correct?
Yes.
Okay, not Bo
I
Burnham.
read it today. Yeah, I was like, who is that? And something about giving away so much money to so many companies. And I was like, oh. I clicked into it and was like, Jeff Bezos' ex-wife.
Yeah, but she's still probably worth a fortune.
She got money in the settlement.
Oh, fucking definitely she did.
Yeah. They didn't
Hello,
have a
we won't
prenup, so...
I keep forgetting Bo Burnham is he is a partner, and she wrote the film Nick and Nora's in for the playlist, and Hustlers. She wrote and directed Hustlers.
Nice.
With J Lo and Cardi B and all that. The one you liked but didn't like.
Yeah, I wasn't a lover of it.
But
I liked how Cardi B had put up, oh my god, I'm in this movie, blah,
like
blah,
5
blah.
minutes.
Was in 5 minutes of the movie. Shaked her ass 3 times and then got off the screen.
She got her fucking money.
Yeah.
She got her fucking money.
I suppose so.
Yeah, but like back to Inside, it's a hard look at people's emotional state of this pandemic. I liked it a lot. Like it's funny, it's serious, it is real, it's raw. It feels very raw at some points, and then like seeing his hair and beard grow throughout the making of this shows how long he's been doing it.
Yeah.
Like I loved it. I really loved it. I'm gonna watch it again tonight. I am.
I know you are.
And you're gonna watch it with me.
No.
But like, if you haven't seen it, watch it. Like, if you're in the humor for like dark comedy, I'm like black comedy.
It's not dark comedy.
It is dark comedy.
It's not.
There is some
It is
parts
comedy with dark emotions.
Exactly, dark
and
comedy.
different parts of it.
Exactly, dark comedy.
Okay.
Like with the song Problematic, where he's apologizing for his older songs and his older stuff that he did, is very funny. Where he's like, when I was 17, I dressed up as Aladdin. He's like, he said, I didn't darken my skin, but it felt bad. It felt bad. But yeah, like it was really good. It was a really good in-depth special. And it's all him. He had no crew. He had no nothing. He did all the lights. He did all the sound arrangement. And for just him, it was fucking top notch.
Yeah, I agree.
Thanks, Kay.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. It was very good.
Yeah. Yeah, like with the way, like, no one's releasing specials. No one can actually go out to the club or go out to a stadium and record a special. And with Bo Burnham doing this, it may have set a precedent for people just doing them in their house. Do you think?
Yeah, but I don't want it to go to that.
No, I want this to be the first and only special of someone in their house.
Not even that. I think it was good because he started it during the pandemic when everything was closed. You did not go anywhere. Like, you were told to stay in your house. That was it. So this was a good thing to show you how he got from that point where he was like, I have to stay inside, so I'm going to do something productive, to I want to get this finished. And I enjoy making the comedy, but I need to get outside.
Yeah.
But then as soon as he goes outside, he doesn't want to be outside.
Yeah, like the bit where, like the last skit where he's outside and he tries to get back in and the door locked behind him. And like when he says something like he's been working on this project for a year now and it's kept his mind busy.
Yeah.
But when he's finished, he doesn't know what he's going to do.
Yeah.
That's like...
That's a scary thing for people that are doing things like that.
Yeah.
It's because
like,
once you keep going, you're grand. But then as soon as you stop, your mind just goes, oh, what do I do now?
Yeah. But there's probably people that are, during this lockdown, have done stuff to keep themselves busy. Like they've made a business from home, they've done something else from home, they've made friends, they've done Zoom calls to stay in touch with relatives or something like that. When the pandemic's over, are they going to keep doing them, or are they going to stop doing them, or what's going to happen?
I'll hopefully be able to see everybody soon.
Hopefully. Well, I'm going to be fully vaxxed by the end of this week, so.
I have a couple of weeks left.
What, 2 weeks, 3 weeks?
It'll be
3 weeks, because you got yours last week.
3 weeks on Friday, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I'm so excited. I can't hide it. Try to go back to the cinema, but there's nothing fucking out.
We can go to cinema now, but there's nothing out, so.
Yeah, I'm not going to see Black Widow.
No.
But before we move on, Bo Burnham's Inside. 10 out of 10 would recommend.
Yeah.
If you're a fan of comedy, if you're a fan of musical comedy, if you're a fan of feeling really sad about being in the house, I'd recommend it.
Yeah, definitely. It's good. If you just want something to laugh at and just to enjoy, I would definitely recommend that.
It was a surprise. I was going into expecting another Bo Burnham special where he's all high energy and happy and running around, but then he's in the one room. He made that room feel so claustrophobic.
Yeah, he was so tall.
He is tall.
Genie.
But like
That's even he made the joke during it. He was like, is this man really tall or is this room really
yeah,
small?
when he's doing like the Twitch stream. Again, a lot of people started Twitch streams during the pandemic as well.
Definitely.
I was one of them.
And now half of them are gone.
Half of them are gone because everybody's getting back to work.
Yeah.
Oh, it's mental business. But then again, some of them, like the few people I follow, a few Irish streamers I follow, they're doing it full time now.
Yeah, well,
because they
if they
took
can,
off.
they might as well.
Yeah, they took off, so they're not. I don't think they're looking on to back to work, but I think that they're happy with doing what. Oh, I think they're happy with doing. 1 second. I think they're happy doing what they're doing on Twitch and not having to go back to work because they've built a following.
Yeah.
But yeah,
If
white
you can
woman's
afford to do it,
Instagram.
why wouldn't you?
People are trying to cancel him over white woman's Instagram. Like, how can you cancel someone over something that's fucking true?
Like, I don't understand it at all.
Like-
People are so sensitive towards things
Yeah,
like that.
but
Like, he's
seeing,
not
like-
making fun of you. He's saying this is how it is.
Yeah, like I've seen a lot of girls on TikTok who are using his audio, the white girl's Instagram, white woman's Instagram, and putting their own fucking Instagram post against it.
Yeah.
It's the exact same.
So funny.
He knew exactly what to do with that one. Exactly what to do. And then there was the campfire song, which is very like a tone shift, which I thought was very good.
What was it?
The campfire one where he's playing the guitar,
Oh, yeah.
where he mentions like Logan Paul and all that jazz.
Yeah.
That's very interesting. It's a good look at society with that one. There's a word for you. Society. And then he talks
And
about
society.
being depressed. Like that one where he's like, I just, when I'm awake, I feel, and then he starts singing. He's like, I got a feeling in my bones. And like, there's all like rainbow lighting around him. And it just cuts back to him being really sad.
Yeah. So
But yeah,
funny.
definitely would, if you have a free hour and a half, again, after watching, believe me, the Abduction of Lisa McVay and the entire Twilight saga, I would recommend watching Inside with Bo Burnham.
Mm-hmm.
Even
Maybe not on the same day.
no, all the same. You can fit that in 24 hours.
No.
How long are the Twilight movies? An hour and a half each?
No, they're 200-something hours each.
Okay, so there's Twilight, New Moon.
There's 5 of them.
There's 5 of them. So 5 by 2 is 10 hours. Then an hour and a half for Lisa McVay, and then an hour and a half for Bo Burnham's Inside. That's what? 14 hours max? Yeah, you can do that in a day. Have no other plans. Sure, it's a pandemic. What else are you doing?
Everybody's back to work now.
Everybody's back to work now. Back to normal. We're back to normal, folks.
Oh, we're trying.
Pubs are open for outdoor food. Cinemas are open. Penny's is back open. What else is yet to open? Football, pitches, trains.
No, everybody's back training.
15 people though, isn't it?
Yeah, but that's all you need. Once it's outdoor.
And then,
And then the gyms are back.
spectators at sports.
Yeah, well, they won't be back for a while.
Yeah. Well, in America, they're all back.
Yeah, but that's because they're all vaccinated.
True.
Once our vaccinations are more than half, they're probably going to start doing it.
Were you watching the England match the other night on the foosball?
I watched it with you there.
Oh, you were there, weren't you? Great, perfect.
Yeah.
The English fans are absolute specimens.
They're not. They're idiots. Idiots. Like, they scored the goal and they're jumping on the chairs and they're jumping on each other and everything else and they're nearly breaking things. I'm like, oh my God, this is why people don't like yous.
Did you see
This is why nobody wants you to come to their country.
Did you
As
see?
soon as you get drunk, you think everything is yours and you can just throw yourselves on anything.
That's what the Water Whisperer News put up and said. England fans disheartened having to tear up their own city.
Yeah, like, and then
Just doesn't feel
everybody
the
was
same.
like, why couldn't Ireland have a 25% capacity? And I was like, they probably didn't fucking want any of them over.
No.
They didn't want any of the English over because they wrecked the place. They get a few drinks in them, they think they're mad, like,
They think they run the world still.
yeah.
Thank you, everybody, for
on
listening this
that
week.
note-
We have been the Serial Nerds podcast.
If you wish to get in touch with us, you can reach us on all of our social medias, where we are at the Serial Nerds, or you can use the contact form through our website, linked in the description. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share the podcast.
We look forward to speaking with you in the next episode. Bye-bye.
Bye.